right into this matchup now, as we're right on time here. Perfect. That is what we like to see. Right on time for this matchup. Genesis taking on the Whelps. You guys can get your predictions in the chat. Still 6 minutes to bet your channel points right now. It looks like Whelps have 10K going their way and 8K towards Genesis. So get those channel point predictions in. If you get it correct, you can definitely win some more channel points to use for, I don't know, more betting or whatever you like. But Jaegers, these two teams have been really solid. Two of the top teams in the Novice League this season. The Whelps undefeated 6-0, and Genesis has been really solid in that Eastern Conference. What are you looking forward to in this one tonight?
I'm looking forward to a banging series between two of the top teams in Novice. Whelps are 6-0, and Genesis not too far behind at 4-2. Should be a top tier matchup whenever it comes to Novice League. Look for plays from Magic Pepperoni and Forza on the side of Genesis, and Whelps don't have Whelps have some good players themselves.
Yeah, Kesen was popping off. We talked about him on the Player of the Week list briefly. Unfortunately, he didn't meet the minimum games requirements, but he still popped off in the one series that he did have that he did play in. But yeah, we also talked about Forza Blade. He's definitely a Player of the Week contender. He's actually one Player of the Week. I believe that was from week 1. So he's a high flying contender as well in this one, and it'll be interesting to see. Genesis, Jaegers, they've gone 4 straight game 5s. Has Genesis versus Vikings, Wisps, Diffusion, and Ignite all going to game 5. They won 2 and they lost 2. Started out the season 3-0, and the Whelps, on the other hand, they've had a couple of forfeit wins. They had 2 forfeit wins, but they've still been able to win out so far. So, Jaegers, I'm gonna bring it to you while we get everybody joined up in the lobby. Who are you taking? Who are you taking this matchup? Who's winning it?
Oh man, this is gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to go with Genesis on this one. I don't know. I just got a feeling.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see if your feelings correct. We'll have to see here as you guys. We're gonna lock those predictions in, and we'll have to see what we can do here. So, Genesis versus Whelps. Let's get this one underway here as we head into game number 1. Genesis hanging out in the blue with Forza Blade, Magic Pepperoni, and Zeverns, and then the Whelps on the other end with Shubs, Snowy Wolf, and Kesen. As now Magic Pepperoni gonna try to start this one off here, but Shubs with a high clear. Forza Blade gonna stop it in the midfield, but Kesen gonna take it by 1, looking for another touch. Can't find it this time though. As a shot going towards the net, Shubs forced to retreat. He makes a great save, and nice defense from Shubs there. Able to get that one out as Snowy Wolf try to send it down. And Jaegers, I'm always curious here, especially on stream, who's going to start off with the first goal as that one's going towards the net. Kesen with a great save. And so far, Origin just pounding the pressure as another shot comes out. So great pressure there from them early here, but unable to break through quite yet.
No, Whelps just need to get out of their defensive half. Genesis just keep hammering it home on Whelps' side, and Whelps don't have enough time to react. They're barely they're diving for the ball, and Genesis just needs to keep up the pressure.
Yeah, so far so good for Genesis, but the Whelps are striking back here with a shot of their own. Their first shot of the game here as this one's heading right back towards the net. Dangerous, and it's going to go in. Snowy Wolf snipes it top shelf. They're able to send it home, and Whelps take the first goal.
No, Snowy Wolf's just going to bang this one top shelf, and Genesis didn't really have enough time to react. Zeverns got close there, but a little too slow for the ball.
Yeah, unable to make the touch there, so Whelps are going to go on top. The first goal of this one. Now Genesis going to be looking to try to find an answer. They had some good pressure early, but we're going to have to see what they can answer back with here as the Whelps clearing it to the corner. Kesen able to stay with it, beating out Forza. It's Kesen going for the ceiling shot there. Magic Pepperoni shut that one down. As now Chubb's looking for an opportunity. A little bit of double commit from Genesis, but not going to hurt him this time as Forza. He's taking it by 1. Could be a one-on-one opportunity. He's going to pick up the boost. Trying to find a teammate. Passed over to Magic Pepperoni and almost able to put it home. But that's some good awareness from the Genesis boys here in the Novice League, finding those passing plays. Usually, Jaegers, we see passing plays come out at a higher level than Novice, but that's a good sign if you're a Genesis fan.
No, that was just a beautiful flick by Forza, and Magic Pepperoni just wasn't there in time. Would have been an absolute banger of a goal, though.
Yeah, it would have been, but unfortunately, unable to connect is now the Whelps have an opportunity. The net's wide open. Chubb's trying to get in the middle, but Forza Blade's harassing, and Kezin is just going to take it slow and put it in, and the Whelps 2-0 here.
No, Genesis was just kind of. They accidentally double committed and missed the ball, Forza and Zeverns, and KSN just was able to bang the dangerous pass in.
Yeah, now 2-0 in this one. The Whelps starting out here strong. It seemed like Genesis had the early pressure, but the Whelps defense very strong with 5 saves already. As another one going towards net. Forza Blade taking his time, but Kazin gonna send it over. As now Magic into the middle. Snowy Wolf able to get a touch, looking to bang it down. This one could be dangerous. It's going towards the net, and a booming clear is just gonna go home. Snowy Wolf puts it in, and it's 3-0 for the Whelps.
No, Snowy Wolf just one step closer to a half trick at this point, and Genesis just didn't leave enough people back post, and Snowy Wolf was able to bang the long ball in.
Yeah, a nice booming clear there, as that one is gonna head in the net. Now 3-0 here in game number 1. Is this one sent off to the side? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was about to say, like, Genesis keeps on the attack, but Whelps are just able to counterattack and making Genesis punish.
Yeah, they've been able to capitalize on their opportunities. Only 4 shots, but 3 goals. That just goes to show you that their opportunities are great. As another one coming out here, shoves towards the middle. Zeverns has to make the touch and puts it away to the side. Now Kazin trying to get it out. But this one's sent back in. Snowy Wolf popping it up high. Could be dangerous, but Forza with the nice clear. And now Jaegers, only 1:20 left in game 1. Obviously, you don't want to go down super early in this series. How is Genesis going to get back and maybe pull this one into at least an overtime or find at least a goal here?
Well, I don't want to say this, but it's not looking like they're going to be able to bring this into overtime with just a minute left, down 3-0. They're keeping up the pressure. And right as I say that, Magic Pepperoni is just going to dunk the defense, turn around, and just slot it in.
The caster skirts coming out there is Magic just coming off the wall, absolutely dunking out the defenders, able to put that one in. A great play from him. And yeah, now there's a little bit of a chance here, Jaegers. Still a minute remaining, only down by 2.
Now it's looking a little bit more feasible. Genesis just need to keep up the pressure and not let an easy goal in.
Yeah, they had the pressure early on. Able to find one there, but can they pull it back, or will the Whelps defense be too strong to handle here? Is this one sent off the backboard? Kazin gonna find the block. This one out to the corner. Magic off the backboard. This one popping up high. Genesis opportunity here. A shot towards the net. Not going to go. Zeveren's almost able to put it home. And now the Whelps back again on their counterattack. Chubbs over the top of the defender. He puts it in. A nice shot from him. And they're right back to a 3-goal lead.
No, Genesis had a chance. They're back down 4 goals to 1. Their offense is looking decent. They just need to hit more shots on target and kind of shore up that defense a little bit.
Yeah, defense has been a little bit lacking here from Genesis, but it has been some great offense from the Whelps on the counters. As now, final 30 seconds here of game 1. This ball sent up in the middle. Opportunity there. Great pass, and Kezin's going to put it in. Oh my goodness, what a play there for the Whelps.
No, what a pass by Chubbs, just popping it up, and KSN just banging it home top left corner. Left Genesis wanting there.
Yeah, that was a great play there. We talked about the passing plays and how they can be hard to find in Novice. There was a great one right there. And the Whelps really trying to assert themselves here in game number 1. As Genesis now really going to have to regroup and look for some answers here. As Kazin back in the middle. This one heading towards the net. Genesis forced to retreat for it, but Snowy Wolf going to pay off the double commit, and the Whelps are running away with this game 1.
Snowy just finishing off the hat trick there, 6-1. Genesis is going instead like focusing on the next match and just trying not to get Braziled here.
Yeah, there's only 8 seconds. Gotta avoid the Brazil for sure. If you're Genesis, the Whelps are just putting on a clinic here with their goals. As now this ball into the corner, last chance here. Maybe Genesis can find one more, but not going to happen this time as the Whelps are going to come out strong here. A great first game for them, and they're going to take it home.
No, Whelps played unbelievable in that unbelievable in that first game, and they're really showing off why they're number one on the power ranking.
Yeah, undefeated up until this point, and that's just, I mean, Jaegers, that's just a really good way to start out the series. It seemed like, with all the shots that were going down in the first minute or so, it seemed like Genesis might be able to break through, but the Whelps, they held strong. Great defense from them, and they came back with some solid counterattacks and really kind of took it to them.
Well, Genesis and Whelps just had, they had the same amount of shots on target, both registering 7. The difference is the Whelps came out of that with 6 saves as opposed to Genesis's 2. And Genesis, the main problem it's looking like is they just need to shore up their defense. They're able to equal Whelps in offense, but their defense is looking a little sus.
Yeah, it's definitely a struggle on the defensive end, and we'll have to see what they can do here as we now head into game number 2. Very crucial game for sure for Genesis and for Whelps. You gotta get that 2-goal or the 2-0 series lead if you can in this one. And Whelps, if they can keep up their performance, Jaegers, it might be hard for Genesis to beat them. I know we talked about they have to shore up the defense, but is there anything else they could do that you can think of to try to get the lead here and take a game back?
Honestly, I'd just start demoing at this point. Just mess up the rotations a little bit for the Whelp side and just kind of make sure you get your shots on target. They're doing a great job passing. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect to see passes at this level.
Yeah, it's not necessarily always expected from the novices to hit some good passing plays, but sometimes they can surprise us here. You're playing in a competitive league for a reason, so these guys are going to be trying their best to hit those. And something to note here, Jaegers, I was reading the Genesis comms from earlier in this game, and Captain Magic Pepperoni said he wanted to try some different lineups here and try to get everyone involved. As a shot from Chubbs is going to go into the aerial. Don't even get to complete my thought, but Oni's now in the game. Doesn't matter. Whelps take that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Snowy Wolf just bounces it off the ceiling, and Chubbs is there with the ceiling read to bang it home. Genesis may have changed the lineup, but they still need to get it together.
Yeah, quick early goal here. I was going to mention Zeverns is now out, and they're putting Oni in, trying to switch things around a little bit. Which there's a lot of time. Maybe Genesis. And I think this is a good thing for a lot of teams. Jaegers is early on in the season, try to find the lineup that works best for you, especially against another top tier team like the Whelps.
Oh no, for sure. It's still early in the season, and you're still looking for your best lineup. You want to switch it around because sometimes whenever you play some of the easier teams, your view on how the lineup should be, as Kaysen is just going to put another one top right corner.
Yeah, another great shot here. Genesis just no answer to get out of their zone. The Whelps find another one. Kaysen putting it home, and yes, already 2-0. The Whelps are just looking really, really solid right now, Jaegers.
No, they really are, and Genesis just looks like they don't have an answer to the Whelps attacks.
Yeah, really nothing so far. Only one shot, obviously, only a minute in, but the defense has been a little bit, a little bit of a struggle here. Is Snowy Wolf off the sidewall shot opportunity? Kaysen can't find the open net that time. And now Magic sending it down, looking for the double tap, but can't quite find it there. And now Genesis really looking for an opportunity here. First real pressure of the game for them. First real pressure in quite some time as they're putting it towards the net. Forza is blocked out in the midfield. As this one's sent back down towards the net. Genesis forced to retreat. Oni gonna clear it out. As now this one heading in the corner. Oni gonna pop it by one, but right to Kaysen, who's able to find the touch. As Magic Pepperoni trying to get the block, a little bit of a double commit. This one still goes up high. Forza Blade gonna beat him to it. Is now Genesis starting to get on the attack here. This ball in the middle could be an opportunity, but Magic, he can't quite hit the shot. As Genesis, they've finally been able to break out here for a moment, but unable to even register a shot there, Jaegers, despite a little bit more of the pressure coming out.
No, I know. It just looks like Genesis isn't playing confident at the moment. And double committing, not hesitating on the balls, not sure whether or not to go. And Whelps are just going full send right now.
Yeah, and that's how you got to do it sometimes. Just go off as Oni is going to get the redirect. Oh my goodness, what a touch from Oni, able to send it home and cut this deficit in half.
Snowy Wolf just hits the top shot off the backboard, then it just allows Magic Pepperoni to hit forward. Only a little doink there, and Genesis are back in this game with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Yeah, despite not really registering any more pressure, a nice little outlet pass and a nice redirect from Oni is putting them right back in this ball game as they look to tie up this series in game number 2. This ball sent up high. Forza on the catch. Gonna block this one up in the midfield. Oni now able to clear it out. Kazan with a block in the midfield. This ball is up in the middle. Forza Blade sending it towards the net. It's floating there. Kazan gonna find a nice touch though. Able to clear it away, but it's right back in. Magic Pepperoni, Forza Blade trying to get to, but Chubbs on the defense. And that's what we saw in game 1, Jaegers. That Whelps defense is so solid there, able to clear another ball away.
No, it is. It was dangerous for a second, but like if Genesis isn't able to capitalize in that second, Whelps are going to shore it up.
Yeah, they've been really solid on the defense so far. As this one popped up high, Chubbs is going to have to make a touch, and he does. A great clear out from him. He sends it down. Forza Blade, last man back after the demo. He's going to take it by 1. Now with an opportunity, he's going to try to flick it high. Right over Snowy with Magic Pepperoni. Able to send it right back in. This ball off the wall could be a shot opportunity off the backboard. Dangerous ball here. Forza is going to come through with the dunk despite Kazan's best efforts there, and we're tied up at 2.
Magic Pepperoni's going to hit it off backboard, and Kazan's just going to go for the 50, and Forza is just going to muscle his way on through to the goal.
And that's what we've seen so far from Forza Blade this season. He is definitely a goal scorer. And he's able to shore one up there. Is this one towards the net, just a little bit wide? Magic Pepperoni trying to get something going off the kickoff. But now Genesis has a little bit of something to say in this game as they send another one towards the net. Now Chubbs blocked in the midfield by Magic. This one in front of the net. Kazan to Chubbs. He's going to find a touch there. Oni, good patience from him. He sent this one up. Send it towards the backboard. Look for the double tap. Going to block it down, though, as Forza sends it across, but right to Chubbs, who bangs it down. Magic trying to find this read, but it pops up high. Could be dangerous here. Snowy Wolf trying to get to it, but can't find the touch. Chubbs coming in, denied away. This ball cleared out now is Oni. Able to send it away, but final 30 seconds here. As Genesis sending one towards the net there. Off the backboard, Forza Blade coming in with the follow. A great play from him. And 3 unanswered goals from Genesis. Give him the lead with only 34 seconds remaining.
Chubb's just going to have a mistouch to Forza. Forza's just going to bang off the backboard and followed up for the easy shot. And this is the first lead that Genesis has had this series.
Yeah, they're able to find it here in game 2. Definitely a crucial one here. Is this one sent back towards the net? Oni picking up the savior medal. Could have been dangerous there, but fortunately, the EU main is back, able to get the save. Now Magic Pepperoni send this one up high. Final 20 seconds here for the Whelps. Still a lot of time for them. They have 8 shots. Looking for a 9th one there, but it's going to go just wide. Almost an opportunity. Forza Blade happy to waste the time away as he sends this one just slowly lofting towards the net. He's looking for the follow, just pops it up high, wasting away precious seconds here. And last chance for the Whelps, but Forza Blade says no more of that. He denies it, and Genesis come back from a 2-goal deficit there, able to take the win, and we've got a tied series on our hands.
No, we have ourselves a series. After that first game, Genesis losing 6-1, you weren't sure if Genesis could hang, and then down 2-0 early, Genesis just pulling it back, scoring 3 goals in a row to win the game.
Yeah, and Jaegers, that was one of those things where it looked like for a moment there the series seemed like it might have gotten out of hand. If if Whelps could have got one more goal, it could have been a completely different series. But Genesis, some great resolve after like you said, getting blown out in the first game and going down 2-0 right in the very first minute of the second game, and they showed a lot of resolve there to up. And now we've got a tie series heading into game number 3.
No, I mean, losing a game 6-1 in the first series, in your your second series on stream, regardless, going down 6-1's like hard to come back from, just like mentally.
It definitely takes a hit.
Genesis was able to do that there.
Yeah, they definitely were able to come back, but the Whelps, they definitely put up a fight on defense despite Genesis really coming strong there. So we're gonna have to see here now. So we head to game number 3. Looks like Genesis here, Jaegers, they're going to stick with their lineup that they ran last game where they would pick up the victory.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's true. They were able to pull one out, just testing to see what's going to happen. And now, as we head into game number 3, the Whelps going to have to look for an answer here. Kazin going to be the one to start it off here. He puts in another one, and the Whelps, the 3rd game in a row, with the first goal of the game.
No, Jeff's just looking a little confused to start the game, kind of falling over on top of each other. Kaysen's just going to put it wide right. Oh, excuse me, right side of the goal.
Yeah, able to put that one in. Definitely expect him. He is the man for the Whelps here. So he's able to put it in, but a little bit of a double commit there could lead to an opportunity. As Genesis now, they're all bunched up here. Forza Blade not able to make the touch. And this one's sent away to the side. Snowy Wolf looking for the ceiling shot there, but can't connect. Hazen's also jumping for that one. Is this one heading towards the net? Forza Blade, though, able to send it down, looking for the follow now as he's bumped out of the way by Kazin. Snowy Wolf sending it up high. Off the corner, Oni, he's going to find a double tap there, but not going to go on net this time. It's Forza Blade trying to get to it, but not this time. Oni, away to the side. Snowy Wolf looking to give chase for it. Pops it up high, but unable to follow as Oni coming in strong, able to clear this one out. And Kazin back down. And things have settled down here a little bit, Jaegers, in the first minute. Almost a little bit like game number 2 that we just saw, where Whelps put on a lot of pressure early, and then Genesis kind of held back down. This time it's only a 1-0 lead for the Whelps.
No, yeah, but one thing I'm noticing is a lot of double commits happening in this one. Like, even the Whelps as well, double committing in the air. And just lucky enough that Genesis wasn't able to shoot, as Kaysen is going to come in and put another one in, his 2nd goal of the game.
Chubb's just setting this one up. Genesis just kind of all out of sorts, and Kazin, it might have been actually saved by Snowy Wolf. Unfortunately, it's going to fall off the defender. And Whelps, a 2-0 lead here, just like we saw in game number 2. And now Genesis, once again, stuck in a hole here. Jaeger's going to have to fight out and try to find some offense.
No, it's always hard coming back from a deficit, especially a 2-0 one. But still plenty of time left on the board. All they need to do is short their rotations and just finding the back of the net.
Yeah, they're going to have to get out on offense here as they're trying right now. This one popped up. Oni going to make a touch, but not a great one. As Chubb's able to send it down. Chubb's on the dribble, going to pick up that boost. Trying to 50 it through. Could be a shot opportunity. Kazin coming in with the hat trick. He sends another one home, and it's 3-0 now for the Whelps.
No, Chubb's just going to go by one defender, 50 another, and lay off the beautiful pass for Kaysen. And no one home. One of the Genesis players got close, but it was a little late on the back post.
Yeah, and that's what happens. A little bit of misrotation there. And the Whelps are going to make you pay for sure. As this one almost got real dangerous as the Whelps run into each other a little bit. Chubb's going to drop it down, but it's right to Oni, who pops it up high. Dangerous ball. Kazin and Snowy Wolf are there. A little bit of a double commit, but for the moment it's going to pop out. As this one sent back in, Oni dive into it. Able to block it across. Kazin now setting it up. Two of the Whelps players are going to challenge for that one. It's going to leave a 3-on-1. Kazin, last man back. Oni off the backboard. Opportunity here. It denied a Kazin save. Oh my goodness. I don't know how he saved that, Jaegers. He just jumped right in the way and denied the 3-on-1 opportunity.
Man must be a ones main. That's all I could say about that. What a beautiful save.
Yeah, perfect positioning from Kazin as the last man back, able to find the save. As this one, he's looking for a double tap. Oh my goodness, Kazin. Wow, that's something you see in Novice League every day as he puts that one up.
Man put the team on his back, and it looked like a triple tap for Kazin. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, that was a huge play. Kazin really showing up, and he's got 4 goals in this one. And it's all that they've needed so far. He's been the difference for sure in this one. As now Genesis, 2 minutes remaining here in game number 3. Still a tied series. But not there. That one, Kazan's going to get credit, but a huge mistake from Genesis. A lot of panic there.
No, Magic Pepperoni and Forza look like they both expect each other to go for it, and then just I forget the word, but just a lot of faults there. It's a whole team miss.
Yeah, definitely a huge mistake from Genesis, as now they with a 5-goal deficit, it's looking a lot like game number 1. They've shown they can bounce back, but Jaegers, it's almost that time again where they're gonna have to start looking for game number 4 and hoping to fight back there.
No, like down 5-0 with a minute 30 left. They have to start looking towards the next game and get their comms down.
Yeah, going to see if they can get it down, get this communication, and rebuild their confidence, which appears to have been shaken by a huge performance from Kazin. And Snowy Wolf is going to put one in. Chubbs picking up the playmaker, and the Whelps 6-0 now, and it's almost a repeat of game 1 right here.
Chubbs with just a beautiful pass and right to Snowy Wolf, and he's just going to find the right side of the net. And it looks like Genesis doesn't have an answer to the Whelps right now.
Yeah, they really don't, as the Whelps are just putting everything towards the net. Forza Blade has to make a last-ditch effort, and the Whelps, they are just pouring it on right here. As the 9th shot from Kazen's going to go on the net, but it's just a huge performance from them. 13 shots, and despite everything, Jaegers, there's 13 shots out for the Whelps, but Genesis here, they've got 8 saves in this one. So they've been there on defense for the most part, but this one, heading back, Forza has to get back to it. He does. But Genesis, they've been trying their best. They've been getting these saves, but just so much unrelenting pressure from the Whelps in this game number 3.
No, I know. Genesis finally doing work on defense, but anyone with that amount of pressure has to give in at least once. And so they just need to find a way to get on offense, be it dribbling it out or just banging it forward. They need to change something up.
Yeah, they haven't been able to do anything in this game, as it's a 6-0 deficit. As all 3 of the Genesis players going to pick up a savior medal, but unfortunately, despite their heroics, they're down 6-0 here in this game number 3, and they're going to be down 2-1 in the series, as the Whelps, another huge game from them, as they're able to take it, and they are now 1 win away from improving to 7-0.
That game, Kaysen had a score of 946, 5 goals, and the man shot 10 shots on target. That's just kind of insane to me. It looks like the strategy for now would have to be finding bumps on Kaysen to kind of get him out of his groove, because that man's just on another level right now.
Yeah, and looking at the shots again, 14 shots for the Whelps and only 2. Genesis had 2 shots in that one, and you're not going to win many games, if any games, with only 2 shots, Jaegers. Like we said, they need to get out on the offense, and I think you might be right. I think some bumps on Kaysen could definitely be in order. He's very, very clearly their carry in this one.
Oh my, just a repeat of game 1 almost, and we're gonna have to see if Genesis is gonna bounce back this one.
Something else to wonder here is, what's the lineup going to be? I see they've got all the people back in their comms, probably discussing about what lineup they're going to run. What are you thinking here, Jaegers, as they're getting joined up here?
I'm not sure, as the 3rd player has yet to join. It looks like Magic Pepperoni is going to sub himself out, and they're going to try with the lineup they haven't tried yet.
All right, so they're switching it up for game 4, as they've done after every loss. Just swap the lineup if they lose. Just trying to get some feels out here. Ken Zeverins come back in and make an impact. He's trying here early as he puts 2 defenders out of position. This one's up. Odie looking for a shot towards Nepa Kazin. Gonna make the save away. As Forza Blade trying to find the touch. This ball dangerous in the middle. Chubbs gonna send it down. Zeverins with a nice block. Now this one up. Kazin towards the backboard. Oni gonna have to make the save. It's still dangerous as a bump from Kazin comes out. Snowy Wolf towards the net, but Forza Blade makes the save. The Whelps, they're back on the pressure, and it's gonna go in. Snowy Wolf sends it home, and the Whelps, again, just so much pressure.
No, it's been the same way every game. Genesis have started out on the attack, and then probably around the half-minute mark, Whelps just turn it around, and it looks like Genesis got caught on the back burners there and were falling over each other.
Yeah, and we've seen that quite a few times now, is Genesis just unable to get those rotations down. And it's definitely has cost them here so far in this series. Is now, again, they're down 1-0 here in game number 4. This ball sent up high. Zeverins trying to find the touch, can't get it this time. Forza Blade can help bail his teammates out. As the Whelps still putting on the pressure. Nobody challenging from Genesis. This ball just goes off the backboard. Oni, he's going to be the first one to it. Able to send it out as this ball popping up high. Oni towards the net, but Kazin just waiting perfectly for it. Zeverns towards the side while Chubbs on the catch, going to flick it by one, looking to take it by a second. He does. Chubbs, can he finish off the solo play? He's hunting for the demo. He's going to find it, but not going to go quite yet. Snowy Wolf looking to pay him off, and he does. Oh my goodness, what a play there from the Whelps.
What a play by Chubbs, flicking it past one man, flicking it past the other. Knows he's not going to get the third flick, so he just goes for the demo, leaving it open for Snowy Wolf to slide it in.
Just a huge play from Chubbs. We talked a lot about Kazin, but it's Snowy Wolf and Chubbs stepping up in this one. And game number 4 is now 2-0 for the Whelps. Kazin with a nice backboard clear. As Forza Blade unable to make the touch. Oni gonna have to push it out. This ball in the midfield. Chubbs just gonna send it by a defender. And to me, Jaegers, what I've noticed in the last little bit here is it just seems like Whelps are just so much faster right now. They're the first to every ball and the first chasing after pretty much every touch here.
No, it definitely looks like that. And I feel like that could just be chalked up to playing together. You know, like, I'm not sure how often Genesis plays together, but it looks like Whelps have been putting in the time and just getting to know each other and how each other rotate.
Yeah, they definitely have the chemistry working so far as they're up 2-0 here in game number 4, looking to close off this series with a 3-1 victory. But still a lot of time for Genesis to fight back. We've seen him come back before. We saw it in game number 2. Can we see it in game number 4? Is this one super dangerous? Just dribbling it across his own net. Forza Blade almost left in no man's land, but sets up a goal and the Whelps capitalize.
No, I mean, Forza Blade's just going to hit it across, and normally at that point, someone needs to rotate back post, and then Forza just needs to leave it for him to bang it out. But unfortunately, no one was there, and that's just an easy shot for Whelps.
Yeah, the Whelps, they even sold out their entire team there. As Oni is trying for the ceiling shot, almost hit it off the backboard there. But now it's going to put his team in an awkward position as they're forced to come back on defense. This ball sent out. Snowy Wolf just taking it back to his corner, playing the possession game, trying to get it by Forza. He does, looking for the follow now. Gonna demo on Zeverns. As Chubbs just first one to it, able to send it down. Forza to the corner. This ball sent out and popped up in the midfield. Kazin looking for something here, and Genesis still only sitting at 3 shots in this one, Jaegers. They have to find some way, somehow, to get more pressure. Do you have any idea what they can do here?
Honestly, they just need to start pushing all 3 up. You know, like, you have nothing to lose at this point, as Oni is going to bang one home almost right in time as, like, time is ticking away and starting off the comeback there.
Yeah, they needed that answer, and Oni coming up huge. And could we be seeing another Game 2 repeat? Genesis was down 2-0 in that one and came all the way back to win it 3-2 in regulation. But they're going to have to find another answer. Is that one? Oh my goodness, almost sniped the bottom corner from Chubbs. But not going to go this time as Oni trying to get out to it. Still a minute 30 remaining. With the Whelps looking for another security goal. Is this one sent down? Oh my goodness, Kazin to Snowy Wolf. My goodness, what a passing play, and it's almost impossible to defend that.
Kazin's just going to drop it down to Snowy Wolf, and then Snowy Wolf is just going to have the easy top shelf shot. Snowy Wolf coming in with 4 goals this game.
I don't know, maybe they took a little bit to heart there about what we said about how Kazin was the carry. Is Snowy Wolf, he's coming back with 4 more goals of his own, and he's definitely stepped up huge in this game 4 when they needed him.
No, he really has. And at this point, I feel like Genesis just needs to start putting everyone on offense, as Snowy Wolf is just going to bang another one in. Like, right when we say that someone is looking like they need to shut him down, someone else on Whelps just steps up.
Yeah, and back-to-back 5-goal performances from Kazin and then Snowy Wolf now. We saw Kazin in game 3, and now Snowy Wolf in game 4 here, just dominating, is just taking over on offense here. And why not? Looking for a 6 here towards the net before the blade. Gonna save it away, and at this point, the Whelps just looking for some more goals here as Zeverns gonna make the save. Snowy Wolf trying to jump up to it, but he can't. And at this point, Genesis just gonna have to maybe find one more consolation goal if they can. As Oni up to the ceiling, trying to send it down. Forza Blade going to beat it by a defender. This one popping up high. Vacazen just going to clear it out. Looking to stay with it, but can't find it this time. Is this ball back to the side going to pop up? But really, Jaeger's final 30 seconds here, and the Whelps just a dominant performance. But Oni, he's going to find one there. Might be a little bit too late, but a nice shot from him.
No, yeah, a little too late, but a nice pass from Forza. Oni with the read, just slotting it by the Whelps players.
Able to find at least one there, knowing that they can score on these Whelps. And they were able to score and even take a game. But the Whelps just too strong in this one for sure. Is this one heading back towards the net? Zverns can't really get to it. Chubb's just going to get another one, a pinch goal. Why not throw one more on there? But at this point, like we said, the series pretty much in wraps there, despite the pinch.
No, yeah, Genesis Whelps just look like they're on a whole nother level. And I'm kind of interested to see how the rest of their season plays out.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to see is they are going to remain undefeated, improving to 7-0 on the season. And with a dominating performance here, looking to close it out here. Final seconds now. Genesis maybe fighting for one more. This one popped up. Oni for Forza Blade, trying to find it. Oni is going to dunk that one away, and that's a very unfortunate way to end it, as the Whelps going to clear this one out, and they're going to improve to 7-0. Once this ball maybe decides to hit the ground, you never know. As there it goes, but wow, Jaegers, a really, really dominating performance from the Whelps, and I guess it just goes to show why they are number one in the power rankings, and a huge performance from them.
No, yeah, Whelps just came out hungry and to show why they were number one, and Genesis just left like reeling it. I felt like just I don't know. Genesis, it's still a long season. Genesis just needs to get it together, but Whelps just looking like the favorite to win the league right now.
Yeah, they definitely have to be the front runners again, as they were last season. And I mean, I think that's something to note. Back-to-back seasons where the Whelps have started out really hot on the season, undefeated. We're have to see if they're going to be able to hold up to it. But with the way this series just went right there, it's going to be hard to bet against them for sure. Definitely taking down another top team in the Novice League. I'm sure Genesis definitely learned a lot, though, swapping out those lineups, trying to figure out what would work, but they couldn't really find an answer in that one, as they're going to take home the victory. Congratulations to the Whelps. They are heading home with the dub. We're going to be back in just a few minutes here. We're going to have our next matchup on the night coming your way. It's the second viewer voted matchup, and it might just be the matchup of the night, as the Grandmasters 5-1 take on Gravity 6-0. It's a battle for the top seed in the Western Conference in the Titan League, our top league in Nemesis. It is going to be a great one for sure. That one is coming up in just a few minutes, so make sure you stick around. If you guys are new here, make sure you check out the Discord there. Get involved in Nemesis. It's been a lot of fun this season. We got our biggest prize pool yet for Nemesis, $480 for this season. So a lot of money to go around, a lot of fun so far this season. It's been crazy intense, and I'm sure the intensity is only going to ramp up, and you can still get involved. If you check out the Discord, head to the sign up channel and get signed up there. But that's going to do it for me and Jaegers. We are going to be heading to a short break, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes for Grandmasters versus Gravity.